Oh, welcome back. Here we are.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Oh, fancy finding you here,
us
folks.
from before.
You've got to stop meeting like this.
Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 8
Jiminy Christmas
of Goon
Holy wow.
Files here on the CFDM network at Critical Fail DM. Welcome. It's been, boy, this month has been a humdinger. Am I right, guys?
Our hums are fucking.
Our hum. I would argue, maybe a little too humdung. I could do a little less singing.
I'll tell you, I have a secret.
A little more humming.
I have a secret to tell you guys. When you do a 4-hour play 2 times in one day, it's really like you're doing 4.5 regular plays.
Yeah, that math checks out.
And it feels like it.
I can't fight with your logic there, Campbell.
Ouch.
Well,
the math clears.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like April and March into April, man.
It's like we're coming out of that.
Brutal.
It's a thing, isn't it? I think I saw something about this the other day, but it's like from November to March, it just kills people. People just die. I mean, I know I certainly go into hibernation or at least a torpor, which is what bears actually do. Fun fact.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. A what?
Bears don't actually hibernate. They go into a torpor.
Close your door over there, cowboy.
Well, yeah, I think Trevor's right. It's not only just about, it's like the coming out of the torpor / hibernation. In addition, all of our workplaces are doing the same thing. So I feel like this is just a time of year where all of our work like really ramps up. Like I can only speak for myself, but also it's the end of the quarter. It's the end of the first quarter.
And we're headed towards the end of the fiscal year, all of the final fundraising.
It's taxes we're just due. Like if you're like me and you work in finance.
If you're like me and you own your own small business.
If you're like me and you work in finance, I know it's only Monday, but it's been a long ass week, and that's why I made myself an espresso martini.
He's ready tonight.
Wow.
Melodic Maria 18 says, I am a church music director, can confirm so many funerals to play.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dead people.
Mercury is in retrograde, I've been told. So
also there was just an eclipse.
Yeah.
It was. I felt
there's a lot going on. Some may say we're nearing the end.
Oh gosh.
Or maybe just the beginning.
Speaking of the end, I wish I could whip off my glasses, but I have to wedge them back up under my wig and my headphones. And it hoits.
Great. Before we jump back in, has everybody rolled their 1d4 -1 for their their failed checks? Just want to make sure y'all have everything that you need before we jump back into this headlong path into destruction. I mean, into
we know what you meant.
Survival.
I think I managed to increase one of my skills by 1 point, and I forget which one it was.
Well,
great. Well, that's a plus. Could have been worse.
It's going well.
It's going great. You're doing amazing, Steve.
Why do you want us to have all of our skills, Ned?
Why do you want us to have all our ducks in a row?
Why do you want us to be
Why
prepared?
do we need so many skills?
It's like when you are in a dungeon in Final Fantasy and you find a save sphere. You're like, fuck.
Oh no.
You're like, God damn it.
Why do I need this?
Oh no.
Or
oh, no.
I'll throw in, it's like when you're starting out in Hillcrest as Ellie and you leave Dina behind in the theater in The Last of Us Part 2. And you're like, I'm just hanging out in Hillcrest for like 35 minutes collecting supplies. What do I need all these supplies for?
Hold on,
what's
Campbell,
waiting for me in Hillcrest?
Because I forgot, I'm sending you these sweet dice. Look at that, live on stream.
You can watch the ones and zeros traversing the airwaves.
Where did you send me this?
I'm sending you these sweet dice that we're going to be giving away later tonight. Oh, they sound. They got some I don't know, man. I don't know. These feel like winners to me.
Oh dear.
They feel like winners to me. Let's start by saying sponsorship corner. What do you think, Campbell?
Shall we? Also, I don't know what we're giving away tonight.
Oh,
you haven't shown me yet. And also, where
Check
did
your
you
phone.
send these dice?
check your phone. Check your phone. It's on the way.
Got nothing. Oh, there it is.
Ding! Okay, so in
I had to
terms
go
of
to space first.
Yeah.
edibility, these I think they're gummies again.
Yes.
It's a gummy again, and it's in one of my very favorite colors.
A nice blue raspberry.
A nice blue raspberry. All right.
Yes.
For your chance to win these blue raspberry gummies.
Those dice will turn your tongue blue.
These dice, don't try it out.
Don't try that.
Don't try it.
Actually
Just
eat the dice.
Take our word for it.
Just our
Kazi says those
Have I ever lied to
are
you?
Jolly Ranchers.
I know that's my first thought too, Kazi. I'm with you.
Jolly
I think
Ranchers.
they look like lemon lime or blueberry lime Jolly Ranchers or whatever.
So now that I'm caught up over here in sponsorships corner, for your chance to win the blue raspberry Jolly Rancher dice, stick around until the mid-show break when I come up with something for you to go and post on comment on our most recent Instagram post, which is the TikTok video that was released tonight of a moment from last session that really tickled me, in which Kay sent us into opening credits of what show was that? Was that CSI Miami?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, get fooled again.
I like Tyler Cantor came up on CSI Las Vegas. So
okay.
we're waiting for the burn, burn, burn of the Who kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Oh,
But nobody can beat David Caruso's. Is it David Caruso? I think that's his name. Nobody can beat the puns. Like CSI Miami always had the best puns.
I have never seen any CSI of any city.
Okay,
but,
Trevor, I think it's important actually that you watch a couple of my favorite episodes of CSI Las Vegas because it'll teach you a lot about me. I was so obsessed in the 7th grade that we had a birthday party themed CSI in which we pretended to kill a girl. She laid on the ground and we put fake blood around her and we investigated the crime scene. This is how
long
I've
did
always
you lay
been.
there for?
Not that long. It's fine.
Guys, did you solve the murder yet?
Can I
Yes,
get up?
everyone's asking
No,
for
you're
the
still
birthday.
dead.
Guys, can I get up now? Please.
Dead bodies don't ask to get up.
Well,
Can I have some cake?
Please
Shut
bring me some
up.
cake.
Chung chung.
Chung chung.
that brings us to our sponsors.
Chung chung.
So these giveaway dice tonight are also from Thirsty Dice in Philly. If you are a Philly person, they are right off of Fairmount Avenue. They have it's one of these game stores where you and your friends can come and hang out and play games and get dice. I also have a very Always Sunny in Philadelphia shirt that I got from them that says the gang rolls for initiative.
Good shirt.
Love that.
We are also, all of us, we are always brought to you by our friends at Modern Artifice. And that's Etsy.com/shop/modernartifice.
Well,
or
also
modernartifice.com.
Yeah.
Okay. We have options.
Both.
If you want more information about any of our sponsors, any of the folks who are continually supporting us, you can head to our website at www.criticalfaildm.com and go to our sponsors page, and it has links to all of their sites on there, and as well as pictures of what they offer.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Content warning.
You did.
Things are spooky and scary.
Mm-hmm.
And because Ned keeps asking us about our skills, there may or may not be gun violence. That is all. Take care.
This is also an adult show for adults.
As Dungeons and Daddies would say, Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups.
Yeah, exactly. This is for adults. But what is for adults is the question, right? Delta Green is for adults. And what is Delta Green about? Well, it's not about guns.
Is it a bug
hunt? Delta Green is not about a bug hunt, and Delta Green is not about understanding. Delta Green is about the end. The end of everything. Your family, everyone you know, all your country, all life on Earth. It's about the end of everything and your place in it, because you'll end too. That's what the fear is about. That's what the game is about. It's not about winning, and it's not about advancement, and it's not about the best weapon or the most clever plan. Delta Green is about the end of everything and how much of it you'll live to see. Welcome. I'm Ned Iannicone, and I'll be your handler this evening for Season 2, Episode 8 of Operation Frostbite.
Really hit the T there.
Frostbite.
Handle me daddy.
Yep.
I'm so excited to be handled.
Do you guys know the actual name of the hashtag character?
No, what is it?
An Octothorpe.
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 Octothorpe bus daddy.
That's cool. Wow, that sounds a lot like octopus, so I'm on board.
We all know I love a good tentacle.
We know, Kay. We know.
We zoom in on David and Teddy.
Ooh.
We cut to the Humvee as it drives up a cold, dirt, snowy road heading back toward Willis and the Weather Watcher HQ. Time is yours.
Boy, I sure hope them boys down there are okay. They seem set up all right. It looks like they can handle themselves, but I don't know. It's hard fighting the weather.
Yeah, and whatever else they're not telling us.
I feel bad. Like I wish we could have more answers for these guys, but I feel lost in the dark, Kaplan. I don't know. How about you?
You know, Teddy, I just usually want to shoot what's in front of me. I'm not one for figuring out what the hell's going on behind the scenes.
You're a simple man, Kaplan. That's what I always like. Straightforward. Hey, this feller, this friend of yours, what's the deal with y'all anyway? What happened to make y'all such peas in a pod, so to speak?
We've been through a lot together. We went on a lot of tours together, and when you do the kind of shit we had to do and survived what we survived, it's a bond closer than blood, you know?
I get it. Yeah. There's some things you can't do with another person without just sort of becoming fixed to them.
Yeah, I know for a fact we don't have to worry about where his allegiance lies.
Well, that's good news, because I can't tell where anybody's coming from, you know? Everyone's guarding their hearts, and I just want to know which way points north. We're all trying to work towards the same goal, but everyone's pulling in different directions.
Yeah, well, you should know when the government's involved. Nothing's the way it should be.
I just think it'd be easier if they were a bit more friendly. But anyway, let's get a wiggle on it, Captain. We got to get back to the girls.
Got that right.
Can either of you give me an alertness roll, please?
Absolutely.
Right.
Teddy could do that with inspiration if he so chooses, because Melodic Maria just redeemed it.
Oh,
and I think I will.
thank you, Melodic Maria.
Heyo.
And I think I will. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Yes.
What's up? 14 under 76 for me.
Oops. That's the wrong die. Okay. With the inspiration, that is a alertness. Yes, a 25 under 71.
You both can gather that it is about, we're going to say it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon as you guys are heading up to Willis. As you look down at the Humvee, looking for the time, you realize that the clock is completely fried.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. So we don't even really know what time it is. Hey, can I look at the sun and try and guess what time it is based on the position of the sun?
Sure.
Just so
To quote you in Operation Fulminate, based on the position of the sun and the moon and the stars, we got to get a fucking move on.
What would that be, Nettie? Survival?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a survival roll.
Hot dog.
I'm furiously reading all the handouts from last time.
That is a
go back and check them out and just kind of reacquaint yourself with the knowledge. We'll pull them back up in a second on the stream.
Knowledge. I got a 40 under 72, Nettie, on my survival.
Great. Yeah, you absolutely know that it's about 130.
Okay. All right. So we're not too far off, but we can't count on that any longer. Step on it, Kaplan. Let's get on back. Let's get on back to HQ. See if our two fellows found out about anything else.
And yeah, I'll pedal to the metal. We're flooring it.
All right.
Great. So you guys are are you heading into Willis or are you heading to the Weather Watcher HQ? That is the question.
Where did they head? They headed into
we're in Willis.
Yeah, we'll head back to meet up with them where they're at.
Okay. Great. So you guys head into Willis. So if you look at the stream, you can see some of the things. Let me get to them real quick. If you remember some of the things about Moundsville, the secrets of Moundsville, the mounds that you guys discovered that you were reading about, Daphne and Olivia. And that's there for everybody to take a look at. But they seem to be like burial sites. Those areas. And abandoned altogether in 1500 AD, it seems. Very weird, very peculiar.
So this is the information that Daphne and Olivia just dug up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we were at the library, right? We left Hank's house and we did a classic
research montage.
Yeah.
Okay. And you also found that letter from, what was it? From
that letter was from
1916 about 14. Somebody who froze to death. 14.
Mm-hmm.
So from what you two can gather, and even this disturbance in the town hall recently,
and that was in 98. That was a couple days ago on the 19th.
Yep.
When Howie Parker ran in and said that the evil curse, everybody's got to get out because of this curse that his grandpa Hiram had known about.
Yep.
And then based on this evening news transcript from 95, there had been deaths from Jack Frost in 81, 84, 88. And this one was another one in 95.
Yep. And that's there for you to take a look at right now on the screen is the Channel 44 Evening News. Jack Frost strikes again. Yuppers. And for those of you thinking about our giveaway tonight, we will also be giving away another copy of Jack Frost, what we are playing right now by Arc Dream Publishing, written by Shane Ivey. And these are all handouts that are included in that PDF. So you get all these handouts and they're all pre-done and pre-typed up and they're so cool.
If you just found yourself thinking, wow, those are some good looking handouts, well, have we got news for you?
Hey.
These two could be yours. Is the camera still with the boys?
Yes. And then we cut to, as we see the Humvee trail off as it heads toward the town of Willis, we cut back to Olivia and Daphne as they are reading feverishly over the notes.
All right. Howie Parker. We found his address.
Right.
Last time. He's at 12 Shady Lane.
Mm-hmm.
We could go to the source or we could go to the most recent thing. Howie's the most recent thing. That was just like 3 days ago. we could go to his house and see what we could find, and then start working backwards to Moundsville.
Yes, I think that's where we're eventually going to wind up. But I want to know as much as I can learn before we go there.
Let's travel through time. Starting on 12 Shady Lane.
Excellent.
We walk out with a purpose, and I stand in the snow and go, "The fuck am I looking at? Where are we?"
Oh God, I don't know. There's like four streets in this town. How hard could it be?
Right.
Maybe is there
navigate? Anybody got to navigate?
Or also, it's like we turn right back around and go in for a map.
Around.
Yeah,
we go back into the library. Surely there's like some old map of the town on the wall or something.
Yeah, we see the slow motion departure from the library. Daphne and Olivia looking all badass. They look around. They flick a cigarette. They go, "Where the fuck is Shady Lane?" Shit, turn right back around.
Yes. I'm imagining that somewhere by the checkout desk there is a map of Willis up on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at the smaller close-up map, we're gonna say that Shady Lane, if you can see Cabe's cars on the map of Willis. God damn it. Hold on.
I can find it.
Yeah. So if you look at the map of Willis, you'll see Cabe's cars, and you can go across the street, we'll say a Shady Lane. And we'll say that there's a bit of a trailer park over there. There's a bunch of different double wides.
All right. Let's trek. I mean, let's roll out. Is this we came here in a helicopter. Is this walkable for us to get down to Shady Lane? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a little ridiculous to kind of hop back in the helicopter to go like, maybe 500 yards. But yes, like you do. So you guys, y'all walk. You will walk there.
Yes,
we're trudging the snow in hazmat suits.
Yeah. Or if we do take the helicopter, that montage would be us like getting into the helicopter, putting on the headphones, flipping all the switches, getting the things whirling, and then one final shot of the helicopter going boop.
Yeah, exactly. Very comical.
We go to the Emperor's New Groove map when they travel across the world. It's one dotted line.
Yeah.
End of montage.
As you trek through, you get this really eerie feeling as you're walking through the snow. And it almost feels like nuclear winter because it's so quiet. And you're trekking and all you hear is the of your boots on this fresh snow that strangely isn't melting, even though it's like a weird kind of temperature out. And it's kind of overcast, like the sun isn't really coming through, but there's like a weird haze. It's really ominous.
Yeah. As we walk past, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can you both give me an alertness roll?
Sure can. Also, Olivia draws her gun. Like the hair on the back of her neck is standing up. She's gonna get her gun out.
All right, fair enough. Yeah.
She gets her gun out, hopefully a lot faster than I get my dice out. Oh my goodness.
Little jumpy, are we, Olivia?
What? Me?
What was the roll, Ned?
Alertness, please.
I rolled exactly my alertness. Thank you. 1d4 -1. I rolled a 56.
Hooray!
That's not a great roll, but my alertness is really high. I made it. 65 under 80.
Hell yeah.
You both get the feeling like something's watching you.
As we're walking along, for me, this alertness is that as we're passing by like small town houses, there are still Christmas lights up. Mm-hmm. There's still like you can still see people's Christmas trees through their windows. There's every now and then like that melancholy sound of wind chimes in total silence. Mm-hmm. And as I'm watch as I'm looking in all these windows. I'm thinking like what Daphne is thinking is that I got to get Christmas presents for my family. Like that will guarantee that I will get home. If I get everybody a Christmas present, then I got to get home.
Oh.
And as I'm thinking that, there's just like that, as that thought passes, the silence is so eerie that it is like, I turn and look at Olivia. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I do. Stay low, stay quiet. As she's got her gun, and I feel like she just tries to, because she doesn't know what it is that she is feeling wary of. She just knows that she's got a like tingle in the back of her neck. So I think she just like kicks into CIA training. She's staying low. I'm sure there's like patterns of movement that they follow, like, find cover, move to the next checkpoint, like all this other kind of stuff. I'm not CIA trained, but I imagine there's something like that she would start doing. She suddenly starts getting very mechanical with her movements.
Daphne, as you're looking through these windows and you're looking at each one and you see the Christmas lights and you see this kind of frost on the window, and you come to this one and you see the star on the tree. You can see it and it's lighting up. It's like one of those that like kind of fades on and then it fades off. The ones where like you plug it in and it's that warm glow at night when you're about to go to bed and you can just fall asleep on the couch watching that star. But as you look at that star and you're almost like fixated on it. And as you look, you realize it's not the star, it's the yellow sign. Give me a sanity roll, please.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it, dude. Damn it. Why is this thing always popping up?
What does this thing want from me?
Go away.
Okay.
Have you seen it, Daphne?
33. Under
crit
my
success.
Yeah, crit success. Under my 66.
0. You take 0 sanity damage as you see this sign. However,
I see it.
Don't come for Daphne.
Do not come. It's coming right after that thought that I just had.
Mm-hmm.
I see it and I go for my gun.
Nice.
Okay.
And I slow down for a second and I look at it and I watch it fade out. And the thought is like, yeah, fuck off.
Olivia, as you are looking and you see Daphne kind of like reach for her gun for a minute, your senses are so heightened because you're in fight or flight right now. As you're moving, you're kind of peering and looking. And as you're looking through the brush, you swear you see a figure standing behind one of the trees in the brush.
Okay.
It's Gladys.
And it's just like
oh God.
Just standing there.
It's just standing menacingly.
I hate that. I think okay, so she like her gaze glasses like, passes over it, and she makes like every effort to not telegraph that she sees it. Mm-hmm. She's just gonna look straight ahead and maybe even a little bit away and just like through gritted teeth be like, Daphne, 4 o'clock behind the bush. Do you see something? Tell me I'm not crazy.
So that I can have my peripheral vision for a second in this hazmat suit, without breaking stride, I take off my helmet, tuck my hair behind one ear, and as I tuck my hair behind one ear, I look over there and put it back on. Do I see anything?
You do not. You do not see anything, Daphne. However, for the audience listening and watching, I want you all to take note that Daphne did in fact consciously take her hazmat helmet off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why could that matter?
And then put it back on.
Why indeed? Oh.
But no, you do not see anything. You don't see anything as you look behind the brush.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh. Are you sure?
I got nothing.
You begin to hear the tires coming up the road of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah!
You see them fly off the overpass.
Yeah, no, it pulls
It
up.
pauses, freeze frame. Well, the boys are at it again.
Bet you're wondering how we got into this here predicament.
Those goon boys.
Those goon boys are at it again. Yeah, I think it pulls up and Teddy pops out the moonroof and said, "You two ladies get to go up in that whirly bird. I should have gone with you."
Kid.
As they pull up, Olivia's just watching. She's not trying to hide anymore. She looks directly at the bush, gun drawn, and tries to see if whatever it is moves away or moves at all.
As soon as the boys pull up and are making a bunch of noise, and I see you look over, I'm gonna grab you, turn you to face me, so that your back is to whatever this thing is. What did you see? What did you see?
I don't know. It looked like some sort of figure, humanoid. It could be a person watching us. Do you mind letting go of me, please?
Oh my god! All right.
And yeah, she immediately turns back around and gun pointed at the bush.
Olivia, as you turn back around, the man that you were honeypotting in Operation Fulminate is standing right in front of you.
Oh my!
Bloody creviced head, eyes rolled back, mouth just kind of agape, and then can you give me a sanity roll?
Fuck.
Oh my god! Tonight is
What y'all looking at?
Tonight is very scary.
What y'all sitting looking at? You see raccoon?
That is an 8 under 51.
Yes,
Right,
ma'am.
you take no sanity damage, but it is.
And she does not discharge her weapon, but her finger, the trigger discipline thing they tell you, where like you keep your trigger finger straight instead of in the
on the side. Yeah.
It twitches against like the side of the gun. Were she not so well trained, her gun absolutely would have gone off.
Handle
us.
Consider me handled.
We're feeling handled.
Yes,
thanks.
for those
I hate it.
Yes, Kazi, the guy from the hotel. For those wondering who we're talking about, if you don't know, go listen to Operation Fulminate. It's
Patreon.com/criticalfailedm. At any level, all of our one shots that we recorded at PAX Unplugged are available.
But for now, the minimum information you need to know is that this was the guy who she was, because like primary area of expertise is running like honeypot operations for the CIA, and this was one of her targets, who she might have.
Trying to get my
that was so weird. You and me were doing that exact same
focus
time.
back at the same time. Yes.
Yep.
So you guys are all in the same spot. What do y'all do?
Is the figure gone?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was there, and then you blinked and it was gone. And you could almost see. You could almost see the wisp of air, just like.
I think
like after you blinked, like it was.
Given that she just saw Palmer, which was the guy's name, like right after, I think she'll assume it was a hallucination. And it was nothing. I thought I saw something. Okay, head on a swivel, everyone. Stay alert.
You boys got anything? We're headed to 12 Shady Lane. We got some information. We can download on the way.
That's good. We don't really got nothing. We handed off some suits to the boys down at the roadblock. I think hopefully it'll keep them a little bit safer, But otherwise we couldn't puzzle out too much more. They were asking more questions than giving answers.
Yeah, they certainly don't have all the information we got. Is your buddy all right? Did he make it through the long night?
Yeah, he's all right. So we still got a guy out there if we need anything.
All right. And you got a way to communicate with him?
Oh yeah.
All right. So as we're all walking now, I'll download the information from our research montage. Jack Frost is something that's been popping up in this town every couple of years, and there's a letter dating all the way back to 1914 talking about these freak weather phenomena. Just a couple of days ago, there was this guy who made a scene at a town hall meeting talking about a curse, and we are headed to his trailer right now.
Wait, so this has happened before here? When these other incidents, did it seem like it was more localized, like it hadn't taken over the entire town?
That's what I was getting. It was these incidents. One girl and her dog here at one time. One guy and a couple of chickens here and there.
We can only confirm one death for each incident. No, it wasn't anything like this with a whole town dying.
There's been lots of deaths with these ones. Shoot. Well, so if it's the same presence that is summoning these cones of cold, they've even gotten wiser or stronger or bigger or older or something.
Yeah.
Shoot. I can't think about what kind of spooky critter could control the weather. Shoot, that's like some stuff right out of folklore and myth.
We also found there's some town history, something called Moundsville. Some ancient burial ground dating back to, it was abandoned in 1500.
Oh.
Yeah, something about a fire god or a sun god or something. Don't know what this is apropos of, but some town history that was coming up in our search that we ought to look into.
And it's also right in the center of the radius of this weather event. And so if anyone knows what happens, so we think this guy, what was the name again? I forget the dude's name whose house we're going to.
We are going to the house of Howie Parker.
Okay. So my guess is that this guy found out something. Nobody believed him because it probably sounded crazy. And maybe he has some information.
Well, we seen crazy shit before. Can't sound too crazy to us. Our fuse is burning here, y'all, but it's not casting much light. Let's get a wiggle on it.
To Shady Lane.
Great. As you pull up to 14 Shady Lane, 12 Shady Lane, sorry. You see a single wide trailer. Outside the trailer stands Parker's battered pickup truck and a trailer holding an old fishing boat that has rarely been in the water. In the bed of the truck, you can see a shovel and a pick encrusted with mud. What do you do?
Searching for buried treasure, maybe?
Maybe. Why don't we go and
cause they redeemed one. Pokey ass house.
I'll head over to the truck and I want to look and see if there happens to be amongst his stuff anything else that can tell me about his day. Like there's the shovel caked in mud. Is there also like
a map with the mounds circled?
Map. Is there a note that he left by? Is there anything else? Did he bring a weapon with him?
Sure.
What else did he take on this?
Give me a search roll.
I get in on that.
Sure.
I thought a similar thing would be good.
Terrible.
Teddy, check the chat, brother.
Hey,
Kazi.
I gave it to you.
Oh, he gave it to you.
Hey, while they're fixing to mull over this truck,
they're fixing to get ready.
I'm gonna do like a little scope of the outside, just make sure the perimeter is secured.
Inspiration there in the chat for you, Olivia. How handy, because I just crit failed with a 77 on my
screen. Thank you for that, Blue Coat. I'm gonna use it right away because I also failed, not critically, but 98 over. Very low score.
You see empty packets of cigarettes, Marlboro Red 100 soft packs. You see matches. You see an empty Coors Light bottle in the driver's seat. You see
in the driver's seat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you see an empty Coors Light bottle in the driver's seat. You see crumpled up packs of cigarettes. And in the trunk, like I said, you see a pick and a shovel with like some frost-crusted dirt on it from the freezes now. But that's all you gather. Olivia?
Oh, officer, I wasn't drinking this. The driver in front of me threw it out the window, and I cannot abide littering.
So I caught it midair.
That's right.
Now I'm giving it to you.
And then I drank it to ensure that he wouldn't.
Oh, damn it.
I failed again. 86 over 22. We are all out of Olivia. 86.
Yeah,
86 Olivia.
Nothing seems to be in the truck.
Yep, sure looks like a truck to me.
All right.
It's a beat up old Chevy.
I'm rolling up to the front door and I'm going to try the door.
Okay. Door's locked.
I'm going to take out my gun and shoot the door handle.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey!
Wow!
I think if I saw you take the gun, I'd be like, well, we could probably. There are quieter ways to get in.
Daphne, you shoot the door handle.
All right.
Well,
there are quieter ways to bang. Okay, all right. And
I walk right up to the door.
Yeah, Daphne.
I walk right up to the door. I've already got my gun out, and I'm gonna like try it with my. I'm gonna wiggle the door handle, try it with my shoulder. I'm gonna look around in this ghost town, and I'm gonna shoot the door.
Not like anyone else is using it.
Bang! Boom! As Daphne's gun goes off. Daphne, I'm going to say it's point blank, so you just completely blow the handle right off this door. Tidbit with the wood facts, okay? Did you know that in the 1940s and 50s, doors were made of solid chestnut? So you think your door is heavy now. Imagine it being made of 2 inches of solid hardwood. The more you know.
Ooh, I can picture it already.
My gun would not shoot through the solid chestnut.
My gun won't shoot through the chestnut.
This chestnut is making me thirsty.
And
Man,
these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Carry on. It's a tense moment.
Dumb tense moment. The door.
Well,
I'm just I'm doing the thing. I'm looking in. Daphne Crook, FBI. And I'm gonna clear the trailer.
Olivia, who has the lowest sanity of the bunch at this point, goes singing telegram.
Please.
The bitch was inventing the candygram.
Bet they won't give me credit for it neither.
That's haunting because Dusty literally just walked up behind me and meowed 1 second before you did that.
Whoa, is there a cat in there? Oh my God, is it cute?
Of course it's cute. It's a fucking cat, Teddy. All cats are cute.
There she is.
See, Daphne, you see like a small, older tabby just kind of like poking its head out from one of the rooms.
Hey, bud. All right, I think we're good in here.
How the fuck did that thing survive the cold snap?
I just don't fucking know.
Oh, hey there, little soldier. And Teddy gets down, he hunkers down on his knees. And I think, can I roll to see if I have some jerky in one of my pockets?
Jerky?
You can give me, God damn it, where's the animal handling when I want it?
Nature?
Nature, probably.
Nature roll.
Am I good at that? I don't even know. Hold on.
Surely Teddy must be good at that.
Hang on, is there nature?
Wait, no, there's not.
There isn't nature.
Sorry.
I made that up.
Survival might be the closest.
Survival, I would guess.
Survival,
I wager. Here I go. Oh, shit. It's so fucking cute. Okay. I got a 66. Under 72.
Nice.
God damn it.
I get my kicks.
Turns into Pasha.
NPC.
This cat adopts you.
The cat is becoming integral.
Teddy, you put your hand down to kind of like coax this cat, and it comes like right over to you and like just kind of hops onto your arm, and it's like kind of it's small, like it can fit right in the nook here. It's a smaller cat. It's the runt of the litter, probably.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there, buddy. What are you doing in here all alone? You've been just sitting in here all by you lonesome, poor boy. I get that. I get being stuck in a house all by yourself. It's okay. Teddy's will be your friend now.
As you look at his eyes, Teddy, you realize that they are pitch blue.
What the fuck? That's
Give me a
weird.
sanity roll. As you see these, no pupils, no irises, no nothing, just blue eyes.
Ew! I think this cat's tripping balls.
I'm just reminded there was a meme that was circulating, like a Dungeons and Dragons related meme not too long ago. That's like the dungeon master says you walk into the tavern and all the stuff's happening, and then off in the corner you see a hooded tabaxi sitting on a table by himself, and the bard says, "I approach the tabaxi." The GM says, "What do you say?"
That's funny.
That's good.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I failed. I got a 73 over 68.
Can you roll a d4 for me, buddy?
Sure can.
Jesus.
Oh, I got a 4.
Oh.
I got a 4.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and as you jump back, Teddy, the cat is like as shocked as you are, and it just kind of sits. I don't know if you've seen that video of like that cat in the snow where it like puts its feet on top of its tail to keep its feet warm.
Yeah.
Where it sits like that, but it looks at you and it just goes.
You're the one who's got freakiest space eyes. Don't you be hissing at me.
And it runs out.
You know that video of the cat, the one on the internet?
I think I've seen it.
So it runs back into the room it came out of. Time is yours.
I was just trying to be friendly.
I'm gonna follow it back in there.
Yeah, well, Olivia's gonna do like a. Well, I think Daphne, you already like sort of cleared the place, didn't you? Did you just sort of like go through room by room? If not,
of humans,
I will. Yeah. I know there's not many rooms, but Olivia's gonna very methodically like check the place out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll help Teddy up and be like, "You all right there, buddy?"
It was so cute. And then all of a sudden, its eyes were like endless voids staring right into my soul, Campbell. Shit, that was spooky.
Yeah, flashback to one of those trips you were having before.
Man, what is this? What is this place coming to when we can't even trust the cats, Kaplan? Oh,
Teddy,
Lord.
what kind of drugs you been doing recently?
Just the ones my doctor prescribed.
I didn't give him any. Don't look at me.
You guys see that cat have some weird blue eyes?
Yeah, I assumed it was just like blind or something.
Did you all? I think
Did
I'm
we? I don't
going
know,
to say that the only one that really caught a glimpse of it was Teddy, but it's very peculiar that it's alive.
Yeah.
I don't like this at all, y'all. I don't like this at all.
I just followed it back into the room that it went into. I want to see if that's the bedroom or something.
All right. Yeah. Daphne, you head into said room. Sorry, Olivia, go ahead. You were going to say something?
That could be, hey, this could be a good sign. If that cat survived the cold snap, something in here, maybe the guy whose name I keep forgetting, Parker, maybe Parker had some information on how to survive these cold snaps. So this could be a good sign. I'm checking the perimeter.
You walk into this room, Daphne, and are suddenly struck with a scent of just mold and mildew, and like somebody's been living in this room for months and hasn't cleaned. It just smells dirty. And as you look up, you see an entire wall covered with newspapers and newspaper clippings. pages torn from books, and what looks like childlike drawings in colored pencil. Most of the drawings depict people drawn like, just kind of like stick figure-y. Like it almost looks like cave drawings in some sort of senses. There are 3 sketches and a map that stand out to you.
Hell yeah.
In particular. The first is the drawing of a snake. And it looks... Kazi, what's this? An art project? Okay, I like it, Picasso.
Everybody go to Kazi's TikTok and watch that video, which is a Madness and Mercy video.
Yeah. What you see, Daphne, is snakes slithering into a frozen woodland out of an enormous cavern. And they writhe in this drawing. They're writhing over these people, like women and men. Glowing. And as you're looking at this depiction, you see shimmering mists and swirls. And then you see on the head of the snake a pair of green eyes that glare out, distant and hungry. In that moment, Olivia, you see the same thing that you saw when you were in the morgue, which is exactly what I just described to Daphne. That's one of the visions that you saw, and it re-pops up for you as Daphne sees it for the first time.
Yikes. Okay.
There's a drawing of a chief, somebody that looks like they're in this like ceremonial wear. You would think that being in this region of America, that maybe it would be Native American, but strangely enough, it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like something alien. It looks like like horns coming out and then down, and then like maybe tentacles or something coming out of the front of this like
tentacles.
Weird headdress. And they have this, not the tentacles. And then they have this like this weird, like it almost looks like winged kind of like chest piece. It's very, very different. But this chief sits on an oversized golden throne atop a hill of red earth under a night sky. The stars shine in many cold colors, some of them coalesced into a mist of blue, purple, yellow, and pale green. And as you look at this image, Olivia, suddenly you get flashes of the borealis that is above you guys. These blues and these pale blues and these greens and these purples. You then see a drawing of what you would only determine, Daphne, to be a sky face, like a face in the sky. And you see these multicolored shaded mists, it looks like an aurora, and there's a distinct face that glares in it with these green piercing eyes. It is all vague shadow, except as you look into the green, they almost begin to look obsidian. It's like green at first, and then it looks black. Obsidian eyes that glitter with hunger. There's a few tiny trees, like stick trees, drawn at the bottom of the drawing, giving a sense of the scale of this piece of the sky. And then the last thing that you see is the map. You see these pictures, and they're all like put on the wall around this map. And the map is of Crow Lake. And it's a sketch depicts Crow Lake near Willis, with a few mounds that stand on the shore of the lake. And the mounds that stand on the shore of the lake, these ones lie in an elongated
An elongated what?
pentagon.
Pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
That points east to west and are labeled Hiram.
Mm-hmm.
As you examine these, it takes time. As you're going through these and you're like really going through them, it takes like about 2 hours as you're going through and really like getting this information. You don't just like jot this sort of stuff down. I just want to show you some of the other things that you got because I do have handouts.
Handouts?
Handouts!
So wait, Hiram, that was the curse, right?
Parker's, this guy Parker, the guy who owns this trailer, Hiram was his like father, uncle?
Grandfather Hiram.
And grandfather Hiram, I think, was the one who barged into that town hall meeting yelling stuff about a curse. Is that right?
It was Howie who barged in talking about that everybody has to get out of the town because of the curse that his grandpa Hiram had told him about.
And this is what you find, Olivia and Daphne. As you're searching through these texts, you see this clipping attached to the map.
Mound builder dies by own hand. Hiram Bates of Willis died by suicide on February 3rd, 1947. Ooh, longer ago than I would have assumed. Bates hung himself at his Willis home, 12 Shady Lane. Oh, fuck. Bates
right here?
Yeah, where we are, yes. This is a trailer home, so I don't know that it was the same building, but still creepy. Bates gained notoriety a few years ago for constructing the Crow Lake Mounds, which some first thought to be archaeological discoveries. He is survived by one daughter, Eugenia Parker, and one infant grandson, Howie Parker. His estate will be managed by his daughter.
Teddy and David, what are you guys doing while the ladies are in here kind of like getting information? Are you all together? Or are you?
Well, yeah, I think we would have
checking separate things.
Joined in all like, yeah. If there's like piles and piles of stuff to go through, then I think Teddy would do what he is able to expedite this research process, looking specifically for any of the names that Olivia and Daphne mentioned as they were filling Kaplan and I in.
You see this thing that looks like it says the Night Clans on this piece of paper. And as you read it, attached underneath it is this handout.
A Wendigo. Hang on, I heard about these before. It's a curse. The Wendigo is an evil spirit in the myths of Algonquin tribes of Canada. Similar spirits are known by different names to other Native American tribes. When the Wendigo possesses someone, the victim becomes savagely violent and overwhelmed with the desire to eat human flesh. In some tales, the gaunt and ashen-skinned Wendigo is powerfully strong. Some tribes describe the Wendigo as a giant. Some legends describe the Wendigo as having the skin of stone. Others say that mosquitoes or biting black flies are the remnants of a hungry Wendigo after a tribe tricked it into falling into a fire pit, which caused its stony heart to crack and explode. Some tribes once employed shamans to kill those possessed by the Wendigo. Do you think that the spirit of the Wendigo, do you think that's what, made Olivia so hungry?
It's the only thing that I could think of. But then Kaplan would give Olivia a nice hard look.
What? She says.
You remember anything about trying to eat that person back at the morgue? Anything new come back to you?
Nothing new. I remember more than I'd care to.
this also is reminding me of those things we saw the first time we tried to deal with this problem.
Stony gray skin, giants. Definitely sounds familiar.
Yeah, like them creatures we saw back in back in Yosemite, and now here too.
You do a little bit more digging, and you find I believe it's that. The creek in Alabama. I know we're doing a lot of reading, but you're getting all this information. It's giving you all of this info.
Yeah, the Muskogee Creek. The Muskogee Creek received their name from white settlers and traders who referred to the many rivers and streams which coursed through their country. They included many distinct tribes and peoples, mostly bound by the same language, Muskogean? Pronunciation, forgive me. A handful of their old legends and beliefs remain widely known. In one tale, Creek warriors hid in an earthen mound to ambush and defeat a Cherokee war party. They used tobacco to drive away evil spirits, grinding it into the post holes of houses and distilling it into drinks. In the late 17th century, there were around 30,000 Creek in about 50 towns in northern Alabama and Mississippi. Active crafters and traders, they traded at first with English settlers, but strife and war soon erupted. Many Creek were driven south to Florida, but the conflicts grew more pronounced with the Creek attacks on American settlements in the War of 1812. After an infamous battle in which the Red Stick tribe destroyed the garrison at Fort Mims, General Andrew Jackson was dispatched with a small army to hunt them down. Subsequent treaties resulted in American theft of vast territories from the Creek. From 1830 to 1842, the Creek, like other tribes, would be forced... it changed.
I messed up. I'm sorry.
That's
my fault.
Forced out of the region at gunpoint in 1850.
Andrew Jackson famously being an asshole like we know him to have been.
Yeah.
But what you're getting...
Trail of Tears, etc., etc.
Of course. And what you're getting from this is that Howie was... Oh, Theater Cat, thank you for the gifted tier sub.
Thank you.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Always coming through.
Also, I don't know if we mentioned it, but just scrolling up a little bit, Hexafire redeemed GM disadvantage. Ned.
Oh, thank you.
Keep me honest. Keep me honest. Thank you. What you're getting at is that Howie was like trying to figure things out, right? He's like looking through these notes and he's like, the Native Americans, maybe it's that. And then he's looking at this and he's like, well, maybe it's the settlers in the 1700s, he's trying to draw these parallels. He's trying to find these lines. But
everything points to these mounds. I just want to know what's going to be in there when we find them. And how does it connect to the weather?
Exactly.
So, but the mounds aren't actually an archaeological site. It's just this dude was making them, right? Like a few years ago.
Yeah. But it's interesting, right? Because we did find a note that said that it was like the Alabama Historical Society had said that they were...
Yeah, the Alabama Department of Tourism in '98 said that the mounds were abandoned altogether in 1500 AD.
Yeah.
But then...
We know that not to be true.
We suspect it not to be true. And also, who knows what influenced him to build these mounds? We know that it has some historical significance, like these Creek were using these mounds as an ambush technique. Maybe he's possessed by a Wendigo and felt the need to recreate that. I still don't know how any of this connects to the weather. Clues are pointing towards the mounds. I wish we knew more. I know that we're going to end up there eventually, but let's keep looking.
Hold on. What's this? Oh, carry on.
Or Teddy, whoever wants to read it.
Hiram, I found have made 5 of them now. I thought it was what they wanted, but the voices never stop. The dreams never stop. Sky stares down with black eyes like it wants to eat us all. Maybe it will. I need to sleep in the water so no dreams can reach me. At least I hope they can't. Do not tell little Howie. I want him to grow up without my dreams. Hiram. Well, this is him. This is the guy that was making them.
Mm-hmm.
What's voices talking to him? He was getting voices telling him to build lumps in the ground.
As you read that, Teddy,
Oh dear.
you see the image of what Daphne was looking at, this image of this sky face. And you see it coming through the wall, through the picture. It's like coming through at you, and the eyes are dark and black.
Oh hell! Oh no!
Give me a sanity roll.
No! I'm good. 39 under 60.
Great. You take 1 point of sanity for seeing that.
What's going on? Whoa, some face in the sky telling him to build these mountains. We gotta go check out those big lumps in the ground. I fear we shall never solve this mystery without heading forth.
TX Travis, great question. Mounds bars are almond joys without the almonds. Why are they called mounds when they don't have mounds?
What the hell?
What the hell, man?
Oh my God, you're so right.
It's so weird.
The almond joys should be mounds, and then
the mounds should be almond joys.
They don't have almonds.
Coconut joys.
Coconut joys.
Anyway, this is neither hither nor thither.
This is the shit that we deal with. Yeah.
Inferior bounties is what mounds should be called.
Inferior bounties. I love that.
That's good.
I love that. Upsetting is what they should be called.
I actually like a mounds bar, but they're not as good as a bounty bar.
So, to sum up, the mounds. That's what we're getting. The mounds is where all this stuff is sort of centering from. And
all trails lead to the mounds.
If we look here at the map, and that whole circle, where does Crow Lake seem to be located?
Crow Lake to the southeast, but then the mounds.
Well, the whole lake, right?
Yeah. But then the mounds were in that like north central part of the lake, right? That little peninsula, which is dead center of the radius of this weather event.
Mm-hmm. So that might be its source. That might be where it's coming from. Emanating hence.
If this weather event is happening in a perfect circle, it only makes sense that something significant is at the center.
Well, then that significant thing is what we gotta go find. Good work, everybody. Let's get a wiggle on it.
And
if by wiggle you mean some heavy artillery, I'm on board.
And that, dear friends, is where we are going to take our break this evening. We're going to take a quick break. Campbell, would you like to tell our listeners how they can enter to win a PDF? Where the hell did I put it?
To win the PDF and also the Blue Raspberry Jolly Rancher, I was about to say gummies, dice.
Here it is.
Go to our most recent Instagram post. That's Instagram @CriticalFailDM. It is a video from our last session. And comment what you would name the cat.
Oh, good call.
Name Howie's blue-eyed cat.
Idea. That is a great idea.
And we will roll the dice.
Yes. And that'll give you a chance to win a PDF of Jack Frost from Arc Dream Publishing, from Shane and Rachel Ivey. Thank you guys again so much for that. And great. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
See you.
We're back. Holy hand grenade, Batman. Oh boy.
I wrote an entr'acte for you.
Entr'acte?
An entr'acte, yes.
Okay.
Listen carefully, because later on, so that you can recognize musical motifs when they reappear throughout the soundtrack as we continue. What you gonna do with yellow crowns inside those mounds? I'ma make you mentally unsound, all unsound up in these mounds. My mounds, my mounds, my mounds, my mounds, my mounds. My freaky eldritch mounds in the sky and underground. Check it out.
Check it out.
Damn.
That was K-alicious.
I got this yellow sign, y'all. It makes me lose my mind, y'all.
Nice.
Hell,
They summon
man.
me to Willis. The rhymes were K-alicious.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and we just lost all of our viewers. No, I'm kidding.
No!
Good riddance.
But wait. We can't have lost them all because one of them is a winner
Oh, tell us who.
of a giveaway. And this person wisely named the cat Mystique.
Ooh.
Which means that our winner today is Hans Kate.
Hey.
At Hans Kate on Instagram. Congratulations, Hans Kate.
Hooray!
We've got the PDF of Jack Frost as well as the blue raspberry dice coming to you. I'll reach out to you on Instagram sometime this week. There's a little bit of instructions to get you hooked up on Drive-Thru RPG, and then we will send you the free Jack Frost PDF. It's pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of doing. And
Unless
I'll
you
hit
already
you
have an
up.
account, in which case.
In
you're
which
set.
case, it takes no doing.
Mystique, also my favorite character from X-Men.
Yeah.
Arguably
Man, I
one of
loved
them.
X-Men. Man, my high school boyfriend and I got together through X-Men fan fiction.
Ooh.
We had
Mhm,
written
mhm.
ourselves some characters and we're passing this notebook back and forth, and our characters just kept on being in life-threatening situations and having to rescue each other, and then they were so, things were getting in a little cute between them, and then suddenly we were dating through our characters. I actually think that's badass.
Yeah, I agree.
I always love that.
Love it.
So, the mounds.
Let's roll. Okay.
Did we,
Mounds.
before we go to the mounds, did we have any other leads? We did the library. We did Shady Lane.
So
Is there anything we're forgetting? Any other stops?
At
Do we
the
need snacks?
At the end of last
Happening.
game, I had written
Oh,
down.
wait a minute. Tidbit needs a wood fact.
Oh,
Tidbit
yes, of
needs a wood
course.
fact. She redeemed a wood fact. Tidbit.
Regale us.
There is a tree called Purple Heart that is actually purple. The wood is actually purple.
Ned, unfortunately, you have given this fact before. I know because I learned it from you.
Oh
In a wood fact.
I need to pick something else. Okay, hold on.
Stand by for more wood.
There is a wood that resembles strikingly the skin of a zebra, and it is actually called zebra wood. It is white with black stripes going through it, and Kay has some in their ring.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, my wedding ring is zebra wood.
See, it is true.
My dice box is made of Purple Heart Asgard. Yes, and it is very, very dense. That
Heck
wood.
yeah.
Anyway, you were saying, friends, go back, please.
The list that I had made at the end of last game it says Russellville to find deputy, I think it says. Howie Parker, 12 Shady Lane, Moundville, ancient burial ground. Those were my 3 directives at the end of last game.
I think
Here's
all
what
of those clues also get us to the mounds, right? All of those clues lead us towards the mounds.
All
roads
point to the
lead
mounds at this point.
Mounding.
Yes. My mounds, my mounds.
I do consider myself a mound man, so.
Well,
Too far?
hey, yo!
Got a mouthful there, sister.
What's your wife's name again?
Who? What?
Oh.
Is there a Mrs. Mounds?
What's my wife's name?
I'm a married spud.
I'm a
Moundy.
married
I mean,
spud.
Mandy.
I packed your angry eyes just in case.
Not us quoting Toy Story.
As this is, we're standing in front of this thing, and I have taken off the wall that image of the face.
Mhm.
I pulled that off and I'm looking at it, and I feel like there's a moment where everybody, like, for a minute, it's the sound of like everybody talking behind her, and she's looking into this face, and she just has this thought. She has an image in her head of her taking her mask off and then looking over, and then she sees in her mind's eye the flipping of that card, and it says, "Take off your mask, Daphne." And she just stands there looking into this face.
Oh, that's so brilliant.
And then yeah, she's looking into these eyes as if this is what's standing in between her and her family. Like this is her adversary. Folds it up and puts it in her pocket and turns around to everybody else. All right. As Parker, Ranger, what's your... Let's fucking go.
Teddy.
And I'm gonna go out to the truck and I'm gonna see if your boy's keys is still in his truck.
Oh.
Or in the house, perhaps?
Yeah, they gotta be around here somewhere.
A dish by the door?
Mm-hmm.
In the visor, where everyone always leaves it in movies.
Right.
I know. Why do people in movies always who puts their keys up there? I've never known no one to put their keys up there.
So
How do
I'll
they even
check
fit?
kitchen counter, hooks by the front door, and then I'll head out to the truck and check and see if his keys are still in his truck, because I think it would be handy for us to, 1, have a vehicle, and 2, have shovels and shit.
We do have a vehicle.
We have the Humvee, right?
Humvee that David and I drove up in.
Okay, never mind.
You can grab the shovels, though.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go out to the. I'll go out to the truck and I'll grab the shovels and any other equipment that this guy thought that he needed, and I'll load it up in the Humvee with us.
Great.
To the mounds.
Question: Is there? Oh, and Olivia will ask this of the group. Do we think that there is enough value in taking the time to swing by our base camp and seeing if maybe I can convince some of those AFOSI agents to give us some heavier weaponry?
You could absolutely. Do you want to involve other people in getting this going to the mounds? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because remember, you all have different clearances, but the goal is to figure out what's going on.
I will leave that to group consensus, but my initial thought was not to involve anyone else, just to go. I mean, I have a pistol, right? But Olivia knows how to handle a gun. I bet she could convince some smitten AFOSI agents to let her know where the gun locker is.
Sure, that scientist lady seems on the straight and narrow at the very least. Maybe we could give her an update. She was working on something with the waves too, I think. Maybe she could give us more clues about the mound.
I think best if we keep the lid on this for a little longer. Okay. We can get the stuff though.
David, give me a search roll while you are in this trailer.
Oh boy. David, you're talking to me?
Yep.
Oh, all right. That's a 19 under whatever high number I probably have.
You find
under
a small
41
on the table. You find a small fish finder. It's like a portable sonar that fishing boats use. But you see it next to the keys to the truck and all the other stuff that he would have been taking with him. So
yeah, so when Daphne's gathering everything up and searching, I think I'll grab that too and be like, I don't know if this dude was fishing or what, but looks like he was using this.
It couldn't hurt.
Right. So just to recap, we are going straight to the mounds, or are we going to HQ to get AFOSI agents?
I would push for not getting agents necessarily, but just getting weapons.
Okay.
Because the last time we ran into something that matched the description of a gray-skinned giant, I was woefully underarmed.
That's true. My crossbow was hardly even effective. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, I remember.
So you are going to head back to the Weather Watch HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trying to strap in.
Can I do one more thing before we head out?
Sure you can.
So I went to his truck and I got his shovel. And you also said that he had a bunch of soft packs of cigarettes and a pack of matches.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab his shovel. I'll pocket the matches. Seeing the matches, I'll run back into his trailer and see if he's got any hard liquor.
Yeah, give me a search roll.
Rumplemints.
Or lighter fluid. Anything,
Flammable.
Okay, 23. Under 56.
Yeah, there's a half-drank bottle of Evan Williams on the counter.
Yeah, I'll grab that. I'll grab that and the matches and the shovel.
Okay, great. Will that be all?
No, I want to go into his bathroom cabinet and I want to see if he's got any first aid supplies.
Okay. You go in there and it's pretty sparse. As you're going through the cabinets, though, you see Advil. You see like a small
ace bandage, band-aids.
You see there's a pack of band-aids.
Alcohol.
And there is some peroxide.
I'll take it. Yep, I'll take that and I'll load that up in the Humvee.
And
it's scrounging for resources.
I love to scrounge for resources.
Great. So you do all this. And when you come back out, you realize that it's about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Oh, getting late.
So, Farrell is kind of like, as you are heading back into town to get toward the helicopter, you see him and he's kind of like tapping his wrist and he's just kind of like, well, it's about damn time.
Sorry, Farrell. Just trying to save the world and all.
Yeah, I know. I'd hate to be caught here, though, with this storm coming in. I don't know when it's going to come back.
Well, the good news for you then is that we get to head back to Weather Watcher HQ. And meta question, do we have to split up to get the Humvee back? Because I imagine we're going to want to take the Humvee to the mounds, or maybe we want to fly. We probably want to fly to the mounds, actually.
Choice is yours. You guys are in control here.
Yeah, I want to go on the Whirlybird.
You want to go on a Whirlybird? Okay. I thought Yep, go ahead. I was going to say, good to have a quicker getaway than having to have a pilot and boot up a helicopter.
So maybe we split up again. Maybe we take the Humvee. Maybe we also drive the Humvee back to Weather Watcher HQ. We're in a small town. How long could it possibly take to get there? And then maybe we just all get in the Humvee and just tell Farrell to fly back to HQ and go have a coffee and a cigarette.
All right.
Teddy and Farrell can bond. They can go together.
Teddy gets a solo ride. Teddy gets to ride in the helicopter.
Yeah, okay.
You're sure you guys don't want to hitch a ride?
I think as Olivia's sort of like running through the plans with everyone, she finally settles on like, okay, let's drive back and we'll tell Farrell to fly, and then sees this look of just utter disappointment on Teddy's face. And just goes, oh, actually, you know what? Teddy, we could actually, we could use another set of eyes in the sky. Teddy, why don't you go with him?
I got 20/20 vision like a peregrine falcon. I could see a rabbit from 8 miles away. Let's go.
Perfect. All right, let me know if you see any rabbits. Everyone else, let's hop in the Humvee.
And we're off.
Rendezvous at the Weather Watcher HQ.
So, Farrell and Teddy are up in the helicopter. I don't understand why your friends didn't want to take a ride.
I don't know. They're, we're all hard at work. I think they're just sketchy about being caught up in the air.
I mean, we're going to be there in 10 minutes.
Well, maybe we,
about 20.
Maybe since we're just, we'll be there so much faster, maybe we could see the sights,
Well, what do you want to see, Teddy?
Why don't we head on up over the lake and see if we can't spot something on the scenery? Since we got the extra time.
You want to fly over the lake?
Yeah, why not?
All right, Teddy, hang on. And strangely, as you guys are driving toward the weather watcher, you see the helicopter going toward the lake. You guys get back to the HQ. And you notice that there are more agents. You notice there's more AFOSI agents standing guard.
Is Gibbs there?
Yeah, Gibbs is right out front.
He's right. He's like standing guard outside like the entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. As Olivia walks by him, just under her breath to the side, we'll just go, outside 3 minutes. Can I tell you how difficult it is for me to play a character who has game? This is so new to me.
I love to see it.
This
It's
is
one
so
of my
new to me.
favorite things.
You've got this so well.
She's got some riz.
So,
bow, bow.
Great. So as you guys get there, so what do you guys do? Are you like, you're going? So you're waiting for Gibbs.
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So Gibbs,
this is Olivia's thing. So I'm going to wait on Olivia. I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to go over to, because I had some unfinished business as I was trying to do last time. My plan didn't quite work out. I'm going to go over to the bulletin board. I'm going to go over to Bimmel's bulletin board.
Yep.
I am looking for something that Harris has handwritten.
Okay.
If it's like a list of agents, if there's some directive that he has signed, I'm looking for a handwriting sample from Agent Harris.
There is nothing written by him on the wall.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Everything is printed out in crisp, and the only things that you see that are written are by the researchers. They're the only ones that have like written notes or done whatever. It's really crisp though. That's a good thing to look for. Good on you for that. Olivia, Gibbs walks over.
Olivia is pacing as he approaches.
You need something?
Things are getting real tense here, soldier.
Yeah.
You saw how... I think you saw when Farrell walked in earlier with his agents. I don't know about you, but I saw something in his eyes that I've seen far too many times before. He was ready to kill someone. He has more men than we do. If he tries to pull something, we will be outmanned. Now, look, I think FOSI seems generally to have higher clearance, probably more training, but it's not going to mean much in a numbers game.
We need firepower.
Exactly.
give me Kay, you brilliant, brilliant woman.
Isn't she, Joe?
Oh,
ain't she?
God, I
just?
love it.
I need you. I need you to give me a persuade roll.
Okay.
This is
Come on.
Okay.
big.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
Come on, baby.
Here we go.
Olivia's making moves.
Oh, shit. I dropped a die. Not going to use those ones. All right. Blow on the dice, chat. Give me a nice little... Thank you. I have to roll under a 60. 87.
Oh, son of a fucking bitch.
Push it, baby. Push it.
I'm going to push it. How does he
Yeah.
respond to me?
Now, why would you need firepower for Farrell and his men when they're escorting you around?
I don't work for Farrell. I work for Harris. If something goes down, I want to get out of this alive. She takes a step towards him. And I wouldn't mind seeing you make it out of this alive either.
All right.
That's my push.
That's a
Push
push roll,
that
bitch.
That's how you push a roll, baby.
Okay. Gotta get under 60. Gotta get under 60.
On.
I know we have DM disadvantage.
67.
No!
Oh no! I know we have DM disadvantages. However, I'm gonna go against those because this is so. This
Well,
is
it's not
so
your, it's not your.
yeah,
role.
but
Yeah,
even
it's
so,
not your
this is
role.
so the dice telling the story. That is exactly what this
God
is.
damn it.
Olivia.
Why is it always
Is-
K?
This
Why?
sucks.
Olivia.
This game is anti-feminist.
It's not. It's not at all.
No, it hates women. That's why these dice rolled this way these past 2 times, is because they hate women.
I feel repressed.
Are you going to deny our lived experience, Daddy?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Gibbs
Perfect,
Gibbs
though.
says
It's so
"Quit-"
perfect.
Gibbs says to me, "Quit being hysterical. Let's talk rationally here."
Daphne. Olivia.
Daphne, Olivia, Diana.
See?
Olivia. I see the movie moment in my head.
Oh,
like
God, this
it's
is
so perfect.
brutal.
No.
It's so
She's
perfect.
like-
Ned,
she's
please
like,
hit
you-
the tunes. Please, God.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sorry.
She's like, while you're doing that, she's right, because he's probably way taller than she is. She's not a short lady. She's like 5'7". He's probably like 6'3". And I think she's just
So
like,
he's like 5. He's like 6 foot.
okay.
And so he's like there, but like she steps into him. She steps in.
She's got
She's
like
using
her finger is just like hovering over his like breast pocket.
Yes.
Yeah, she's laying it on thick. And he is there and he's like, and he leans his head right to like the side of your neck, like right to where your ear is.
I'm so scared.
And he goes, I see right through you. And he takes a step back. We got eyes everywhere. Alpine.
Oh my God.
Your honeypot shit's not gonna work on me.
Oh my God.
No.
Well, I hope you liked what you saw. She's not leaving this conversation first. She is staring him down.
Nice.
Yeah.
This whole thing's going to end one way or another. You're going to want to make sure that you're on the right side when the guns start going off.
Oh, God.
And right now, you're on the wrong side, Palpatine. Now, I'd like to think I'm a nice guy. So, I'm going to pretend that we didn't have this conversation. I'm going to pretend that, and he pulls a cigarette out of his breast pocket. And he pulls a second one. That you came over here for a smoke.
She'll take the cigarette. Thank you.
And then we're going to pretend like we're still on the same side.
Cigarette.
Zippo.
It's just as well, Gibbs. Because I've never been a nice girl. I hope I don't see you when the guns start going off. Because I can guarantee you, you won't see me.
Palpatine. When the guns start going off, none of us are going to see any of us. Because we're all going to be gone. You be good. And he flicks the cigarette, and he goes in. And as he walks in, he closes the door, and you hear a of like a key card lock going over.
Yeah. Shit.
Jesus fuck. Woo! That was
cool.
Very, very cool and upsetting.
That was very cool and very, very.
That was very upsetting.
You push the roll. You fail to push roll.
I know.
Bad things happen.
It's true.
But so perfect, right? Like you're laying this honey pot on and it's going and he just like he gets a hint of something.
Damn.
He was like, "You're way out of my league. You."
That's it. That's gotta be it. He's like, "This gal would never want to date me.
This hot would never be talking to me."
As Olivia is standing there smoking, like right outside, I walk out from not finding shit, and I walk out and see her smoking. Oh, fucking good idea. And I'll pull out a cigarette and stand there. Got anything?
Nothing good.
Yeah, me neither.
We've got to finish this fast.
Let's move.
Wish I could have gotten us some heavier weaponry, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case.
We'll make it work. She says, and really, like, just, we'll make it work. She looks away. There's a flash in her mind of that moment when Diana's head snapped back and she just said, "Run."
Yeah. Fuck. I don't suppose you propped that door open, did you? No, I'm kidding. We'll go around the front. I'll find a different AFOSI agent to seduce. We don't need Gibbs.
A hotter one.
I'm over him already.
And Ned, while this was going on, I want to just be looking and see if there's any weapons that people aren't really paying attention to that I could slickly snag.
Any unattended weapon?
Yeah, like can I break
Did
in
anyone
like
just leave an AK-47?
or is there like a Humvee that just like, I feel like everything probably has some sort of weapons package with it.
Is there like is there like an automatic firearm vending machine in this building?
Yeah.
This is America.
Exactly. This is America.
Or is there like a demo area where like they would have like demolition like bombs that I could, snag?
Sure, there's some demo stuff. Problem is, AFOSI agents are all over the place.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kathleen Noir.
Hey, thanks for the subscribe, friend. Welcome to the party.
Hey, thanks for subscribing, Kathleen.
Well, then I'm going to try to just like, I'm a researcher. Tell them that we're going to go research some shit and we might need to dig a hole.
Okay. Well, what I will say is that you do have a certain lieutenant that might be able to help you with some
that's true
other
too.
Stuff, right?
Yeah, he's kind of far away though, right?
That's true.
He is, but he doesn't have OSI agents all over his ass.
That's true. Okay. Well, yeah. So if there's nothing easily accessible, I'll wait and make that phone call when we're out of earshot.
But tick tock, right? The clock is ticking.
Mm-hmm. I look up and it's starting to get dark, and I'm walking towards the car.
Yeah, we gotta. Okay, this well's dry. We gotta make it right to the mounds.
How are we getting to the mounds?
This well is dry, and after talking to Gibbs, so am I. Let's go.
That's right, ladies.
That's great.
We drove the Humvee here, so I figure we'll take it with us.
Yeah.
So you're gonna drive from the Weather Watcher HQ to the mounds. Is that correct?
Yes.
With any luck, we could get Kaplan's friend to meet us on the way.
Yeah. So like when we get into the Humvee and we're on, and they tell me that they weren't able to get any weapons, I'll give Mike Johnson a call on the burner phone.
Yeah, Kaplan, what's up?
Yeah, any chance you can get away with some heavy-duty weapons?
Heavy duty?
More than a fucking handgun.
Well, yeah, we got a couple automatics here, but what do you need? What do you need it for?
Hopefully nothing, but we've run into some shit before, so if you bring some automatic weapons and maybe a grenade or two, I'd feel a lot safer.
Yeah, we don't have any fragmentation.
Ask me as a turret mounted on a Jeep.
We got a couple of those flashbangs. We can bring those. Aside from that, a couple standard issue M4s.
Yeah, whatever you can get your hands on, if you can get away without anyone noticing.
All right. Let me see what I can do. Where am I bringing this shit? Am I bringing this, or what are you doing?
I mean, I'd love it to be you, but whatever you got to do, we're going to the mounds around Crow Lake.
I just want to make sure. Are you asking me to come cross that line?
Kaplan, who are you talking to?
It's Johnson. How bad do we need these weapons?
How much you want your buddy involved?
Well, is this life or death or not?
It absolutely is.
I don't know what to tell you, Mike. We might be into some shit or it might be nothing, but last time we dealt with something related to this, one of ours almost died. make the call, man. I don't know what it's like over there, but if you think you can get away without losing your job, we could use the weapons.
David, give me a persuade roll to convince your bond to
Oh God,
go against his direct orders.
To commit career suicide? Is that what you're? It's fine, dude. I was dishonorably discharged already. It's cool.
Was he not? Was he not also dishonorably discharged, or was it just you?
No, I took the fall for him.
Ah, wow. What a guy.
In the David Kaplan backstory.
Oh, then he owes you.
He does. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. That is a 43 over 27. I'm not a very persuasive guy. I could give you my firearms. That's pretty persuasive.
Give me the guns or I'll shoot.
Wait, what?
Listen, Dave. Don't take this the wrong way. I can get you the firearms, but you got to be here to haul them out. I can't just leave the post and go back. I don't even know where I'm going. And if they find me back there,
you know what? No, that's a good idea. Find an out of the way spot and just leave them. If we can get there, we'll scoop them up.
All right. Okay.
Let me know once you make the drop.
All right, I will.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, man. Over and out.
Yep. All right. He can't meet us there with the weapons, but Mike's gonna drop some for us if we want to shoot by and pick them up.
That was easy.
Where's he dropping?
Somewhere out near his post, but he'll let me know once he actually can get away and get them situated.
But not on the way there.
Ned, can you remind me? I kind of forget the location of where they're roadblock 4 or something.
Yeah, so if you look here at the
5, I think, right on the other end of the.
Yeah, if you
Along
look at
that
the
main
map
road.
here, it is right at roadblock 5 is where they are.
Jeez. Yeah,
And
that's-
we're
And the mounds are on that little peninsula right under the S in Willis, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
yeah, so pretty out of the way. So it depends on how important we think heavier artillery is.
Tick tock, tick tock. What's it
We're
going to be,
losing
guys?
daylight, boys.
Let's be precise about it. What time is it right now?
You're looking up and it's like coming up on 6:30.
What time is sunset?
You're in it.
Is this? Do we need? Is this? Can we head out in the morning,
Remember,
or is this
remember
it?
it's December. It's December, so
Yeah.
it is like already pretty much dark.
If we, I don't know. If
I'm actively driving as all this is happening. I'm driving to the mounds.
if you're willing to risk one more night like we experienced last night, then we can go get the weapons because we should get them and then hunker down. But if you're not willing to experience another night like we had last night, which I personally am not, we just got to go.
Let's go. Well, let's go then. We'll scout it out. If there's a whole platoon down, if it happens, there's a platoon of monsters underneath those.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. We gotta wrap this thing up. I gotta go home.
Agreed. Let's go.
Too right. On we go. Home by Christmas. Yeehaw.
Home by Christmas.
So what are we doing? Are we getting in the helicopter and going to the mounds, or are we driving?
No,
to the mounds?
I'm driving.
We're driving. I think we're already in the
Madeline was
Humvee.
calling Mike. I was driving to the mounds. So we're at least 5 minutes down the road now.
Yeah.
And we know where to run if we need to.
Yes. Agreed. If we have to make an evacuation, we go towards roadblock 5 and the guns.
Mhm.
All right.
As you get to the mounds, the snow begins to fall heavy.
Shit.
And the weather starts to pick up. So the storm is starting to come back, but it's not that 1:43 a.m., right? But it's
sure.
You are in the storm. It is windy and snow is falling. And you hear your radio crackling like in the Humvee, and it's like where, and it's Farrell on the radio. And he said, "Where are you guys? You're not back at the HQ. The storm's coming back."
Olivia reaches over and just flips the power switch on the radio.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Yep. I look as you do that. I think you're in the passenger seat. As you do that, I just look over and make eye contact with you. We just look at each other and then back at the road. Yep.
Here we go again. Down the rabbit hole. Oh, smells like carrot poops.
That is where we are going to call it tonight. As the storm is returning and you guys are heading to the mounds.
Shit.
I think I'm gonna die, you guys.
No, we have to get you home to your family.
I have a bad feeling.
We'll all die first, Daphne. Don't you worry.
It's not so bad. I've done it before.
Yeah, it's true.
I could do it again.
Yeah, I can do it again. I can give or take.
Every time I make a new character, they just get a little bit more min-maxed.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that was
Friends.
a fun one. Wow, tense.
Yeah.
Tense stuff. Yeesh.
Thank you all. If you're new here, let's drop in our chat. Let's drop our Patreon, our website, all the good stuff. Twitch, if you wouldn't mind. And all of you friends, thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of us. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like, follow, do the whole 9 yards. Tell a friend. And we will be back next week with episode 9.
Jesus.
Second to the penultimate. Second to last episode of Goon Files Season 2. Things are going to get really dicey.
Things are going to get dicey. If you would like some more background, if you would like a closer look at the handouts that we use in the campaign, we have a new Patreon perk running right now for the $10 and up tier called Handle Us Daddy. And I'm releasing that after an episode. I'm asking Ned a couple of interview type questions about the campaign so far with all of the handouts that were released in the most recent episode. There'll be one of those going up when we sign off here tonight. If you want to look at all of the handouts from last episode, leading up to from our research montage.
And if you want more Twitch action, we'll be back tomorrow night with Baldur's Boys.
With the Baldur's Boys. That's right. So, friends, thank you all for joining us. And as we like to say here, take your evening and your sanity checks with advantage.
Good night, everybody.
Dear friends.